Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the BTS Summer Cup. We are ready to get underway with the final game of the day. It's Wind and Rain versus Alliance. I'm back again. That's right. Killer Pigeon returns. But we needed a few more animals in here, right? We need to get back to the Beyond the Zoo spirit. So I thought, why not bring in a lizard? How you doing, Liz?
I'm doing fine, man. Had some internet issues today, so the zoo had to be separated for the day. But yeah, I'm back and I'm hyped for this Alliance versus Wind and Rain game.
All right. Well, actually getting right into it, we're going to see some folks out bans. We do see that lone druid banned out. The Alliance did use to good effect last series, and it's quite for special. It's a typical ban out against them.
Yeah, you have to ban the. I mean, you don't have to ban the lone druids, but it's a good hero. They play it really well on Alliance, but at the same time, there are ways of countering him, and I know it's Koikwa. I know how good he is on it, but still, because it's really worth it banning it first phase. Like I like the other two bans, like the Wisp and the Chen. They're really good because you have to kind of play your game around those two heroes. While if you take a lone druid in the first phase, it's very easy to shut him down. Anyway, they decided we just don't want to mess with it. He's too strong on the hero. He spams it way too much. We're happier playing without the lone druid in our game. So I can respect that definitely. And these openings though, like Naga on one side and Mirana on the other, completely in the meta heroes, and it is kind of weird again to see Mirana opening without a combo, especially as Naga has been already picked. And you have a Witch Doctor, all right? So,
well, yeah, like, I saw this like previously. I think when Rain done the same thing, they picked the Mirana in the previous game they had when they saw that their opponents had picked Naga. Like it's a typical just kind of counter out pick. At the same time, Mirana is very dominant in the current meta.
Yeah, she is, and it's a versatile pick. Like she's really good on the side lanes right now, so that's one of the reasons. And at the same time, Bloodseeker is banned, one of the heroes that work really well against Mirana. One of the heroes that's not banned out, but I haven't seen Alliance pick it way too much, is Slark. And he's very decent versus Witch Doctor. Like, Witch Doctor isn't really a problem, and Mirana gets completely stomped by a Slark. So that might be an option, but they decide to take Brewmaster for now and to ban out an Ix instantly after. Yeah, Brew is also coming in hot, man. Like, this hero is back. Like, yesterday, it was definitely in every of LOTV games. Was it in every other series as well, though? I can't say for sure, but we've seen a lot of Brew, yeah.
It's typically like this type of hero that disappeared. I don't feel like it was a justified reason for him disappearing. Like, loads of people just argued, he's not that powerful. But as we've seen, especially with this focus back towards not just sacking the offlane, suddenly you get a quick 6, your impact on the map is huge as you just run over the lanes.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder, like, these dual lanes became super strong, and then some heroes that work on these dual lanes got nerfed so that the Brewmaster, he wasn't necessarily nerfed or buffed, but he just came back because some other offlaners that were picked before him got nerfed, such as Axe. Axe got nerfed to the ground. People stopped picking, well, not to the ground, but he's not as strong. So people kind of stopped going in that direction, and they remember this little guy, like this big guy, actually. And he's super strong on the offlane, like no reason not to pick him. In the dual lane as well, you have a slow, you have a miss, you have a crit. A pretty legit hero, indeed.
And interesting enough, ban-wise, they get rid of the Lifestealer, which
makes sense, right?
It's decent against the Brew, but
we saw yesterday.
Yeah, I'm having nightmares about the Lifestealer I saw yesterday.
For everyone that missed yesterday's games, Lifestealer destroyed Eskel's Panda. He was basically
1,800 damage in one hit. Like, it was the crit build because it was a physical Lifestealer. He had like Daedalus, a Nullifier. Let's put it like this: the Brewmaster didn't even have time to do anything. The Elrond didn't save him. Let's just say it's understandable why Lifestealer is in the bans right now.
Yeah, Lifestealer does not care about his Primal Split. Like, it isn't really... Primal Split doesn't do a lot to Lifestealer because of Rage, obviously. And in the laning stage, also Brew, like, he's fairly tanky, right? Early on, he has a lot of HP, so he doesn't fare super well versus Nyx either in that aspect. And you can rage out of slows and misses. So, yeah, overall, a good ban. The Morphling ban, though, I guess it's just one of the heroes they don't want to play against because it's not like Morphling is super good against Brew, I think. And overall, it's not like he could morph into anything that would give him a lot of benefits right now. A lot of it's not like they have an Undying and then they ban out Morph or something like that. I guess they just don't want to play against it.
I think both these teams have very good morph players, so if the Alliance don't want to pick it, there's no reason for it to stay there. They probably already have in their mind what they want Mickey to be running here. Playmaking type of hero. We do occasionally see him being given more traditional kind of carry role heroes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Morphling is a hero, as you said. Both of them have carries that play him well, and it's a hero that's super strong in the right hands. And most of these teams have good Morphling players. Right now, we haven't seen a PL banned out. He's still in the game, and he's decent versus Clock as well. But
I mean, it's
they
Alliance.
go for Lycan instead. All
it's
right.
Alliance. Come on, what do you expect?
Alliance, yeah, of course, you're right. Like the rat is in the blood; it has to stay there. It's never going away, man. It's been 4 years. The rat is still there. I mean, yeah, you don't have to rat with Lycan any longer, but overall, strong laner gives them a lot of pushing ability. Not the best in these teamfight engagements, but overall, you have the Brew and the Naga to cover that aspect of the game, and you get some pushing power with Lycan too. So it's all right. Overall, Clockwork isn't super great versus him either, because of all the units that you have around you, and it's not easy to actually catch you with Clock. So far, I'm liking both of these drafts. The Wind and Rain draft is kind of more... Let's see now. All right.
Wow. This is an interesting choice. Monkey King, decent against the Lycan if you can find the lane with him. Not bad against the Brewmaster either. It feels like it's a tempo type hero. It needs to be ahead of the curve, or it doesn't really have the impact you're looking for.
I agree with you. It's good versus both of these melees. He's much better versus Lycan than versus Brew on the lane. But if he's laning versus... The thing about Monkey is if you give him a little bit of advantage, it doesn't matter. Like, he can lane versus any melee almost. And versus Brewmaster, if it can go either way. But if Witch Doctor and Monkey just pressure him a little bit, if Naga is not there to support the Brew, or if they just outplay them in the laning stage, Monkey can take over that lane completely. And later on, he's also pretty decent versus Lycan too, and versus most of these heroes actually. So, yeah, I'm digging the pick. If they have a player that's a Monkey player, like, why not go for it? So far, it fits their draft as well. I'm not certain where they're gonna lane it. We're about to see it though. So.
Well, I'm assuming it's going to be Mirana mid. Typically, Brawl does take this hero. Could see it being Ritsu running the Monkey King, which would leave them needing an offlaner. I don't imagine this is going to be a core Clockwork. Wind range coming out. Oh, this is a Mickey. It's a Mickey special. Like, they just ran this previous series with it mid.
All right, so a mid-wind ranger. I mean, it's good versus both Monkey and Mirana. It can lane fairly well. So in that way, yeah. But what if neither of those is bad? Like, they can still do. Well, their dual lanes wouldn't be great, but they can have, let's say, Mirana Clock offlane duo and safe lane Witch Doctor Monkey duo, and it's completely fine. And then you can pick something that fares well versus Wind Ranger on mid. But there aren't many heroes that do that. Not in the current state of the game, at least. Not in the current meta. So we'll see with the bans. We'll see with the bans what they are expecting.
I imagine when Rain maybe had a little scope out of Alliance's last game, so they should be focusing out a ban on a support, and there it is.
Phoenix ban.
It's the Insania special. They don't want to give it over. Like, this man is actually crazy with that hero.
He's super good. He won me so many pubs with that Phoenix. We talked about this earlier as well. Like, he plays a really nice Phoenix, and he plays it on position 5 as well. So he does a lot. He does a ton with that Phoenix, and I like that, man. They've studied the lines. They've seen what they're capable with that Phoenix. Overall, Phoenix with these heroes, he's all right. He's all right. He's not the best hero versus Mirwana. Once she gets all her attack speed, it's kind of hard to pull off that attack. But overall, if you have sleep and if you get one shackle shot, like, you can pull off that attack versus most of these heroes. And Phoenix is decent versus Monkey. You can scout him in the trees with the dive. It's hard for Monkey to even lane when you hit him with spirits, because you deny him the opportunity to get his Jingo Mastery off. So overall, a good ban. I respect it.
Wonder where Lance going to go with this farm pick. I feel like they need to focus more effort on shutting down the Monkey King, because if you're going to have a core Wind Ranger, if you have a decent start as a Monkey King, as the game goes on, Wind Rangers don't really tank up. So they are very susceptible to getting one hit by a Boundless Strike late game.
Yeah. If you get the lucky double damage rune or something like that, you don't even have to go late game. We've seen it. We've seen it recently. A Monkey King level 8 gets a double damage rune, just one-shots people like Wind Ranger over and over again. It's hard. They go for Lina.
Okay, so that looks like this is going to be a support Wind Ranger. They baited us as well as Wind and Rain.
So it's going to be support Wind Ranger. All right. I mean, on the lanes, it's fine. If I wonder how they're gonna do all this. They can put the Wind Ranger on safe lane with Lycan or on off lane with Brew. If you go duel with Brew, you're playing versus Monkey and Witch most likely, and you can dodge those casks at least if you have one ranged hero. If you go with Naga and Brew, it's kind of harder, but then you can pressure them harder as well. I'm not certain what they're gonna decide for. Either of these lanes can work.
Definitely more flexibility there. They go either way.
They have a very flexible draft. I mean, if this was Vega right now, I wouldn't even be certain which one of these heroes are cores, because if they had the same draft, I'd be thinking, all right, Slayer, Brew, Master position 4. All right, Slayer, Lina position 4. You know, like.
I mean, Lina's not too far out there. Lycan position 4 would be far out, but there's the Invoker. And we saw this earlier today, actually, coming out from Brawl. So Ritsu will definitely be in that Monkey King. So
it's something we did guess right, at least. It's going to be dual lanes with Monkey and Mirana, while Invoker is going to be mid. That sounds... Oh, Bryle! Oh, what's up, man? Nice. This guy actually...
I like how you check the people in this lobby.
Last night he played with me in a pub. Yeah, he played a puck in my pub. He fed down mid. He sold all his items and he went AFK ancient farming. And then he like AFK'd for 15 minutes. We turned the game and then he bought items again and we won it. Nice, Bryle. Good job, man.
Keep encouraging you. Okay.
Definitely encouraging. I felt so good playing that game. Thanks, Bryle. Thanks, bro. These NA guys coming to EU pubs, man. I'm loving this. Please, guys, like, come on over. It's 4th of July. We can all have fun on this EU server of ours and sell our items and just flame each other. It's great. Anyway, let's go back to the game.
Believe it or not, there is a game going on. We're just getting in the middle of Liz's own little talk show here. Experiences through high-ranking pubs with Bryle.
I mean, it's still... The wound is still there, you know. I'm still burning a little bit, so that's why I'm just mentioning it. It's not a big deal. Everyone gets mad in pubs. Let's see if he's gonna have a better time on his Invoker though, because yesterday it wasn't so fun for him. So we'll see.
Alrighty, well, looks like we are ready to get underway and get into this game. And I mean, whose lineup do you actually favor more in this scenario, based on just what you're looking at?
I have a feeling if Alliance starts doing well, they can crush them completely. But like, just run him over with the Lycan and Panda and whatever. But if it doesn't go super well for them early on, and if this game takes a bit longer, like, it's gonna be very hard for them to do anything versus Bryle and the Monkey. They're just gonna be splitting them up, catching them off and killing them. But I don't know. We'll see.
The other thing to hit on is actually that this is going to be a Quas Wex in both Bryle. He loves this build.
And he started with Quas immediately. Insania is going to run right into him. What's he going to do? Could have used this Cold Snap. I guess it's 100 mana. Probably unlikely.
Arrow? Oh, they connect! Insania in a little bit of trouble. They're moving across. Can they get on top of him quick enough is going to be the question. Bryle gets the Cold Snap out, and Insania may be in a little bit of trouble here. Very far use, just trying to back away. They do get the Cogs on top of him. Millen just trying to move around, dancing in front of the Torn. The Light Strike Array, they might turn around.
Get him.
And they get Insania, but Millen will die in return. So 1-for-1, but the first blood going to Bryle there, which gives him the advantage in this lane.
So the first blood went in the way of one mid laner, and the second blood went to Lina. Overall, yeah, he has a little bit of an advantage on Invoker right now, but nothing too much, as he's starting with... I mean, it's actually huge, as he's starting with Quas Wex. These first few levels are super hard for him, and getting that first blood definitely does help. Bottom lane, Boxy, very low.
No, Ritsu's trying to become the Corey card. So, I did want to interrupt you on that. Something interesting did happen. Ritsu was in the base while that first blood was happening mid.
Oh yeah, he was trying to snipe the courier basically. You go with your
the courier typically is what you're looking for.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah, you go for the courier. You're in your monkey shifting business and you're trying to snatch the courier, but usually people hide them on the high ground so you don't get them. Overall, it's just a waste of time. It happens 1 out of 10 times you succeed, and then it's awesome.
So stuck him up against a double melee, which favors him. The cast's gonna bounce, and this thing Ritsu can just get the Jingu. Suddenly, Boxy maybe in a little bit of trouble, but no, he's holding his attack. Ritsu.
Why was he holding?
He cancelled twice.
Yeah, like that was super weird. I guess he wasn't certain which target he wanted to attack or something like that, because he definitely could have gotten that Jingu Mastery out earlier. Maybe a small misplay, but overall, he's gonna be pressured even harder now. He has a lot of regen, but as we talked about this, these two guys, they're melee, so it's not as easy for them to harass this Monkey King, but at the same time, they dish out a lot of damage, and we just saw how easily they killed him, so you have to be careful.
It's definitely quite a conundrum, and it's just this case of that one kill. It might not seem like much in the grand scheme of things. It kind of sets that tempo. Like early on, Jingu does a bit, but if they start pressuring you hard, it's not going to heal you up enough to save your life.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, Jingu alone won't, but now that Witch Doctor is level 2, he will have his Voodoo Restoration there, so that might help them a little bit on this lane. And this is already favoring Monkey King. If Naga is fighting the Witch Doctor somewhere, if they are not on the lane, Monkey King can definitely take over. And Witch Doctor is actually, he's gonna snipe the courier, or is he gonna
Aced it up. Let's go to Mickey. The cold snap comes down. The cast as well. One bounce the way they want. They get the courier, and Mickey will fall as well. He will at least get the kill on the kid trap before. No, Bro's gonna fall too. Double kill for Mickey. He loses his courier, but he makes it worthwhile.
I mean, what a greedy courier go. I mean, overall, I thought they had that Lina, and they were gonna kill the courier much faster, but this just didn't happen. And overall, I mean, Lina got the experience for Witch Doctor, not for Invoker, but it's alright for her on bottom lane.
And Bot, a little bit of trouble. Have to use the ensnare, and this lane is starting to turn. Like I said, that Voodoo Restoration just enables Ritsu to get much more aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. It was super weird to see Witch Doctor start with Paralyzing Cask, actually, but I guess he did it because of the rune fight. Usually you try to avoid going for the Cask, because if you go for the Cask, then you cannot sustain your carry on the lane. And even if you are tempted to, I don't know, take that bounty or something.
Up mid.
Mid.
Trial. The stake's made. He's got. Oh no, he gets a miss. Ghost Walk just in time, but he will be forced out by Mickey for the time being. Problem is.
That salve, though.
I mean, that's the problem as well. He's got that salve, and Mickey does not have a courier still for another minute.
Yeah, that courier kill. Usually, killing a courier in the current meta is super valuable. Even if you die, let's say you're position 4 and you're hunting the courier, it's definitely valuable for you and your team. Like, you all get what, 175? It's definitely worth it.
There's quite a lot. And Stan, the bot lane, Ritsu here on 2. Once again, doesn't continue to hit Boxy. He'll turn around finally, but a lot of damage done. He'll finally be able to get the Jingu. And now the bounce strike out, they'll get in the cask, help secure the deal. And what looked a little bit grim at first, Ritsu, once again. A little bit of trouble coming in. Oh, Millen's going to live. The arrow connects on the Kuiper. A little bit of trouble. He has to back away for Rev. He cannot pursue this any further, but he does at least make sure Millen gets out in one piece.
Yeah, that was a nice play. He had to be as aggressive as possible there, and it wasn't really hard for him because he had another leap afterwards, so he wouldn't have died even if even if they tried to go on him. He had a way of escaping. On the bottom lane, though, this cask has been doing a lot more than I expected.
They keep jumping on their 2 melees. It works out in their favor.
Exactly. The cask does so much because they're melee. Maybe they shouldn't.
Alright. He's gonna be a little bit of trouble. One more. No, they'll need more. The stick should be enough. They'll get him away. Yeah, that does create space for Boxy, though.
Yep. He's still level 3, though. Not super comfortable on this lane. And in the case of Kitrak on his Witch Doctor moving away and Naga moving away off of this lane, I think Monkey King just completely takes over. Oh, he's fighting the Boxy. right
yeah,
now.
but he can't really fight too hard, not with the mischance come through.
Yeah, he missed like 3 hits in a row, and then he just decided to use his boundless strike.
Tiger did get his hands on both the runes bot as well. Meanwhile, Millen secured both on the top, so 2 apiece in the end. And Tiger, he's still being chased by Gitrak. The cast's going to come out. Gitrak dive with this. It's a little bit bold. He'll turn around. This there comes out. He'll fall, but the south. Gitrak trying to stay alive, but Foxy comes across, slaps him around the face. Makes it a 1-for-1. Team on top.
He's happy with that.
A little bit of trouble here. Stuck to the tree line. They'll leap forward, and they will block his escape. There's constant aggression between these 2 lanes. It's getting a little bit crazy.
This Lycan has been pressured, but he's still on the top of the CS charts, at least. If you check the net worth, he's not there, but overall, he's doing fine on that lane. It's not horrible, especially during the night. It's not so easy to zone him out, even as a Mirana. But this Mirana is going to start hitting much harder. Once she has those power treads, it's not going to be easy for Koifa to lane here anymore at all. So the Mirana has Aquila right now. Once the power treads are there, this lane becomes super hard if they do not prevent her from getting them fast. On bottom lane, Ritsu.
Yeah, Ritsu in a little bit of trouble. They got instead to hold him in place. They're going to move away. The cask has already been used. Now the mischance on the Ritsu. Voodoo Restoration should get him out. But, I mean, it just kind of goes to show how no matter how many kills you get at the start of this lane, it's still frustrating to deal with the Brewmaster, especially with the Drunken Haze.
Yeah, and that solo kill on the Witch Doctor there under the tier 2 didn't help either. He got the full level there, like full level from 4.5 to 5.5, from 3.5 to 4.5.
Shackle shot on the top. Millen's hit up the power shot, but they just want to back away. Koifa, you were saying about this damage that Forev does, and that's before he's even finished the treads. The arrow thrown insane, he's trapped in inside the cogs, and he'll fall. Yeah,
I think they should be way more passive on this lane. These 2 heroes, like Lycan and Windrunner, they do not do a lot. Mickey and Bryle on mid.
Yeah, they're going to turn around. He's got the Lagoon available because he didn't lose enough mana. And Bryle going to stay alive, but not for long enough. The Dragon Slave through will secure the kill. And that was, I mean, that was EMP. Perfectly landed, but Lina just has so much mana at this point with the double Nelly.
Insania on bottom lane.
A little bit of trouble. Oh, Shackle shot. Kidrak gets hit. And he'll fall here. Ritsu, he jumped into the right tree. They were hoping maybe a follow-up to the power shot.
It was very, very close, though. If that power shot connected, they could have went on him too. Overall, I think Insania is doing the right stuff. Like, he shouldn't be on top any longer, but maybe he realized this a little bit too late. I think they should have sacked up a bit earlier.
This is overly bold from the clap comes out, the snare hitting him. He finally gets the Jingu, and he'll turn around the balance strike. They'll just white Boxy out, and now Tiger needs to back off as well. Taking a lot of damage here. Lina's arrived. Mickey hits a double light strike array. They'll clean up Ritsu, and Kidrak will fall as well. This rotation
Mickey, what a beast,
perfectly.
Man. Like, kills mid, rotates bottom, kills the core and the support. Like, really well played by Mickey so far. He's been doing, like, even with those Witch Doctor rotations that killed his courier and him at the start of the game, like, he's been doing fine. He's been doing really well, and yeah, he's on top of the net worth too, so...
Look at this, insane.
Lina.
Waiting. Bro, know about this though, they had a ward. It's kind of the interesting thing is, a Wind Ranger trying to gank from this side is pretty damn hard. You have to get close enough to hit up the shackles, and Brow, he's got decent movement speed with that Wex build.
Yeah, usually ganking Radiant mid from the top lane through the top side of the river is very hard. It's just so much space for him to see you and react. It's very hard to accomplish. So, bottom lane, Kidrak.
Well, jumping in. Instead hits. Kidrak trying to stay alive the Voodoo, and there's going to be a jump in. It's going to be too late to save his support. Ritsu needs to back up now. The mischance is going to scare him off. They have to use the Moonlight Shadow just to make sure there's no pursuit. Look at this. Lycan's actually relegated to the jungle.
With this. Like, he's going into the woods. He's very close. He's just scouting for Windrunner instead.
We used to see this a decent amount, though. Like, typically Lycans, if they felt like they could take the jungle, they'd make space for their support to catch up, get gold, get XP. But the problem is Insania is constantly being bullied out this lane, and look at Millen.
Yeah, it's very hard when the clockwork is... He already has bullets in lace. It's not... I mean, already, it's minute 10, but overall, it's not really hard. It's not really hard for him to zone out this Windrunner. As long as he goes from behind, the Windrunner must completely abort and flee from the lane. They're being aggressive on top again. Unless this Lina connects, I'm afraid it's going to backfire for them again.
Mickey might make that move, though. He just used the shrine, so he's on his way up. Meanwhile, Ritsu, they're just setting up to take the runes. Shackle shot connects. Millen He used the cogs to protect himself. The Laguna through the arrow will not stop this kill, though. And Mickey once again finding another kill. And in the bot lane, Ralph finds Tiger as he decides, actually, you know what? Mickey's not the only one that can make these rotations.
So far, Mickey has been that catalyst, right, in his team, because on these side lanes, on the bottom lane, yeah, they can get kills, but with Lina it's so much easier, and on top lane it's impossible. But if Lina comes in, like, it's definitely possible. And Milan, he is tanky, he has 1200 HP right now, but they just cut through him there using the Laguna blade. And yep, so far Mickey has been the MVP of Alliance, and he's been doing so fine.
Got a decent lead, actually, over the Invoker. There's a smoke, though.
But yeah, there's a smoke. They're going top.
This is for Insania, though. This is the support you're aiming for. It's not exactly the
is going on, Mickey, actually.
Oh, Mickey. He's out of mana this time. It might be out of time. The cold snap plus the urn. They'll find him.
And on top, they get Windrunner as well. This is the thing. Wait, Koikwa is...
Oh, they're going for more?
Kitrak might die here. They don't
There's
even
the
have
root. Hold in place.
He's
Used a second ensnare. Kitrak is trapped and caught. No escape for him.
So this is the problem. This is the issue. With Lina, you're supposed to be winning this lane versus the Quaswex Invoker. It's not super hard for you. And the rotations were on point, and the lane was on point. He played well, but he mustn't give these skills, because from this moment onwards, Invoker can become very scary. He has his Urn of Shadows right now. He has the Vessel almost complete.
Tornado coming in. Missed time. It's a long TP in this song. It's too late. He knew something was up. But now the Tiger just sent up this kill easily for Mickey. The Light Strike Array should be there. They even commit this split because they know Mirage nearby. The arrow's going to follow through, but it won't matter. Brawl already falls. Needs snare. Second leap used, but for Rev, he's only got one snare left to work with. He's going to go in for to try and escape. This is a stun. The Cyclone coming out just in time. But
they have a dust.
They're going to have to use it. They'll reveal him. Final leap comes out. Oh, no, the cast! Get bounced perfectly. Insania can't get close. And Mickey, he's hunting on the other side of the fight, but Kitrak will be able to back away. They're going in. Light Strike Array coming out. Millen gets hit here, trying to use the hook shot, and now they'll jump around Tom. He's got two in the cogs. It's one what he wanted, though. The Drag Slave to help out as well. The balance strike out. Tiger taking a lot of damage, but Ritsu, he already disappears. Insania will fall in return with a death ward, and the hook shot through. They're looking for Mickey as well. He'll turn around and clean up this clockwork, but Ritsu, he just jumps in. He says, remember me?
The Light Strike.
Oh, the Light Strike Array is not going to do enough, though. They're going to just leap through the trees and look for this. And what looked like they might have been able to clean up in the end, Mickey can only do so much against this many heroes.
Oh, he escaped, though. And they used the hook shot. And at the same time, Lycan was pressuring bottom a bit. So, overall...
Not too bad.
Yeah, they went a bit too deep there. With like, Alliance, they should have realized that they wasted all their ultimates. Oh, mid? Ritsu?
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble. I was actually about to flatter this guy because that was a nice move with the Mischief, just to dodge out any incoming in that previous fight. That's why he kept alive. That's why he disappeared.
Lycan might fall to Bryle here.
He's pretty low.
And he's pretty low, yeah.
Oh, a cold snap and an urn, and Koitva goes bye-bye. Rev, securing that kill.
Kill secured, yeah, definitely. Kill securing there.
Tiger.
Arrow.
Oh, arrow. And the tornado overlapping here. They'll throw out instead. There's 3 heroes here. Tiger trying to move away in time. The power shot for Bryle do a little bit of damage. Tiger getting low. He can't really come back in this. And Mickey needs to be careful because the cast's going to bounce between him and Insane. Insane even keeping it juggle between the hook shot through Mickey. This time he won't escape. The balance strike it now. The Malady on top of Insanely means he's going to fall as well.
And these casks are just doing so much, man.
I mean, they kind of helped it there. Insanely moved across towards Mickey in the middle of the cast bouncing.
I mean, overall, it was Lycan's fault, I suppose. He was very low and he was farming there. You have to realize that this is the style. The Invoker is played. If you're going class Wax Invoker right now, this is how you play him. This is the style. You go with Vessel and you hunt people. You hunt kills like you're a Slark or someone that usually buys the Shadow Blade. So you have to be a bit more careful, a little bit more cautious when you're farming and you're on 20% HP. Even if you're a Lycan, yeah, you're tanky, you have a lot of regen, but you can't afford to die like that. It's not great. But overall, they will have their ultimates up very soon. Lycan, 20 seconds from his shapeshift. Panda already has it. Alright. Was this just a saving? Yeah. Alright, Mirana used ulti just to save them. So, just to save the Witch Doctor, I suppose.
Looks like it. So, Track actually uses it to his advantage. So he puts down a ward, but oh no.
Yeah, it's
there's a sentry right there at the same time.
What? They smoked.
They just smoked in front. No, this is next level bait, guys. It's gotta be. They must have seen that ward. They'll chase down Kid Track regardless.
the cask, man. Keeping the dude alive over and over again. I think what happened is they had blood in their eyes. You know, they saw that Witch Doctor, you're not gonna cask any longer. They wanted to hunt him, but yeah, they didn't even care about the ward. That was quite
They
weird.
were securing the... They wanted to make sure it didn't get denied. That's what it was. Clearly, it was a next level play to ensure you get the money for it.
That's definitely it, man. Like I love your analysis. Like when you see the next level play, it's just they were just securing the deny.
UK Dota, man. It's at work here.
Yeah, actually, Wind and Rain, right? They're UK.
There you go.
You're right. Oh, Lina searching for Ritsu, but Ritsu searching for Lina, maybe. No?
No, he just wants the hell out of here. That's not a safe place to be.
Look at that career. Scouting companion. Searching through the trees for monkeys, man.
He'll be heartbroken.
It's a monkey, actually. It's a spy. Oh, it's a deserter. It's
a traitor.
It's a shame on this monkey. Have you seen War of the... Is it Apes?
War of the Apes or Planet of the Apes ones? Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, the new one.
He's one of the what they call them. They gave him a nickname, didn't they?
Yeah, I can't remember. I only watched for like 15 minutes and fell asleep. But there's
donkeys.
One
they were donkeys. That was it.
You know donkey, you monkey. He has to treat your monkey on the side of Alliance, indeed. All right. So Bryle just hanging out on the bottom lane, waiting to see if this Lycan is gonna go far enough on his own to maybe try and snatch him with Milan. But I have a feeling they don't have the damage for this. They aren't really.
Bryle's just being so aggressive, man. Though. Like, in fairness, that's kind of the advantage of this Quas-Wex build, is you feel less threatened. Kidrak a little bit trouble, the Ensnare comes out, the man's been using a boxy, gonna chase through. Clap will hit, and Kidrak will fall. And Monkey King will just watch him.
Again. They might wanna turn this.
The Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah, Moonlight Shadow, and Walker is there, and well, Lina is close enough as well.
Britsu's like Speedy Gonzalez here. They see Tiger. They'll jump on him. He's trying to get the song off. No, he can't. The cold snap interrupts him with the split coming out. They'll try and force him away. The Light Striker Ray. The Laguna straight onto Bryle. He's going to fall. And meanwhile, they just juggle this Monkey King held in the air and brought down, surrounded all sides. He can't fight. He will fall. And while that happens, you do see the Wind Ranger fall in the bot lane to Milan.
Yeah, they created space for Milan so that he can kill position 5 Wind Ranger. That's it. Because what was that? They have a tier 2. They have a shrine. They have their split on Panda, and you're committing that hard with only Monkey King and Invoker. That was some next level play that I don't really understand coming from Wind and Rain.
It's UK Dota again. UK Dota.
Again, yeah. I mean, it had to be punished, and it was. So overall, a little bit too anxious to fight there, I suppose. The monkey was jumping from 3 to 3 for quite a while there, not farming. He's kind of fallen off.
He's still going for a Battle Fury as well. So this is kind of the thing with Monkey King, though, right? As a carry, it's kind of an odd one because he's so focused on kills. He spends so much time in trees, whether paranoid someone's ganking him or looking for big offs.
And he was paranoid for a reason because they were hunting him.
But they're looking for more.
Oh, this
hook shot?
So tanky, though.
Oh, Milan misses it.
He has Vanguard, though. It's very hard to kill him.
They missed the Light Strike, right? They throw a Laguna casually onto him. The arrow will not connect, but Cold Snap on the Tiger means he's going to fall, and they need to retreat. The Shackle Shot is good on the Bryle, but that's just so that he will get out safely.
And they tried to go on that clock, but that's not gonna happen, man. This guy's going straight Crimson Guard. He has Vanguard already, and that raindrop blocking some magic damage, he's a very hard kill, and I don't think it's even worth it. I think you just ignore him like only if you go super deep somehow you go for him, but in any other scenario you just try to ignore him and get everyone else because they're much easier.
It's kind of like Conundrum. We've kind of seen Lycan to an extent, a lot of teams fall off pretty hard because of this Crimson Guard. Just most people remembering it existed, more or less. And I mean, Milan, typically we see a 4-star for play mail, these type of items, but this is perfect for this game. Meanwhile,
Crimson is really good.
Mickey? Nice is there, but the tornado hits and Kidrak moving across now. Brawl is rooted up in the meantime. They need to move away. The cast is bouncing on the Tiger. They get the Maledict down, try and dodge out the Mirror's Image. He'll get the Soul, but the EMP, he has to back away from it. Takes a lot of damage here. He will get low. They're looking to set up though. Insane is here. Dust reveal. Shackle Shot connects on the Brawl. The Laguna through. They'll kill him, and they might move on for more. They still see Kidrak. They're trying to get him in time. A few more hits. He won't escape alive.
Lycan on top lane, they use the hook shot to go on him, but
Shapeshift, run away.
Really. shapeshift and run away. I think if Forev is... Oh, Forev has Monkey King Bar already. Alright, he hits hard. I believe if they want to do anything on the side of Wind and Rain, they have to start including this Forev Mirana in their equations, because without him, they just don't have enough damage. Like, we saw them trying this dual combo of Monkey and Invoker. It didn't work out. Now it was Invoker and Witch Doctor. And on top lane at the same time, Monkey and Pop. None of that works. You just need this Mirana. She's actually your highest net worth hero, and she has to come in these fights in order for you to win them, in my opinion, because she deals the most damage at the moment, at least. So.
And I understand why they've done this, because Invoker can juggle a lot of people, so Forever can pick them off. But they lose their mid tower. Koifa manages to get it successfully. They're trying to chase for something here. But Tiger snares up Millen. He hasn't got the hook shot for 10 seconds. Millen needs to be careful. Though. Brow could look to just engage him here. There's the cold snap. Gets the vision and the Spirit Vessel as well. Mickey, he'll farm up and leave him behind. There's no way he wants to help him out here.
Yeah, they're just gonna cut their losses. Just sack that Naga behind them and fall off. It's the right thing to do. They used their spells on the bottom lane trying to kill that Invoker earlier. And the only thing they had, they had the split, but they were kind of out of position, and it wasn't really a good fight around that shrine either. So they decided not to fight for good, I think. Oh, they're gonna move high ground just like this, really?
I mean, they just got dewarded. Alliance feeling a little bit bold. Maybe shouldn't feel that bold considering the Tiger's dead.
Mirana didn't feel very threatened there. She just continued farming as well.
Well, he's confident. Overall, like they got the high ground. Okay, you've seen Star Wars Episode 3.
Yeah, definitely. They did have the high ground there. Overall, though, this Monkey, he has his Battle Fury and he already has 1700 gold afterwards. So I'm thinking, is Alliance alright with taking this late? Because I don't think so. Usually, if you're playing a Lycan game, you kind of want to be... You kind of want to be leading the tempo of the game, right? You want to be taking those objectives. You want to be taking the towers, and right now they haven't done a lot. They've only taken 2 tier 1s, and that's it.
Well, they're looking to set him up for this push on the tier 1. Monkey King is nearby. Ritsu already anticipating something is up, but can he really fight? With just a Battle Fury, it's questionable.
Well,
moving in.
If they come, they're smoked up. They're all connecting. So
look at this. They know where Boxy is. The hook shot in. They'll control him up. Another cold snap. The Spirit Vessel. Oh, he's trying to move away, but he won't be able to get the split off. We've seen this before, and it's grim tidings for a Brewmaster. The jump through Insania. He just gets shredded through the Light Strike away, and the Laguna return. The Crimson Guard will not protect Mickey. Gets the important kill. Their damage is now missing. Boyfa looking to retreat. They can't chase any further. They defend their tier 1, but they didn't get what they were really looking for.
Well, I actually think they did. They defended their tier 1 and they killed off Windranger and Panda before he split. And that's it. They can continue farming from now on. And I believe they're completely satisfied. Maybe even kill this Mickey Lina on both.
He's pretty far out. The cold snap. Has to use the ult to try and escape Mickey. I don't know if he's going to get... Oh, Tornado dodged perfectly by Mickey. Light Strike Ray coming out. Clips on the brow. He's there to control him up. The cask is there. Lamaled it won't bounce any further. Or will it? No, bounces back. Mickey, the shackle shot in return. Brow will still fall. But Mickey is not going to be the one claiming that head. And Kitrak, he might have to give his life for this. The clap comes in and Boxy will clean him up. In fact, Insania getting the double kill in the end.
Yeah, alright. So they get the double kill on Insania. Not really what you usually want. But I believe that it's still worth it for Wind and Rain. They're creating some space for this Monkey King to be taking the top tower. And he actually did. He took this tier 2. Like, you wouldn't really expect Wind and Rain to be the ones in front when it comes to tower, especially when you're playing versus Lycan with Necro 3. Alright, Forev.
Forev, he's got enough leaps though. He can just get away. He won't be able to stop his tower push, I don't think. Or maybe Hookshot comes in on a Boxy, they force out the song. Boxy has got the split available. They don't know where Ritsu is right now is the problem, so they're just going to leave.
And Invoker is respawning in 5 seconds, so...
They need to go faster than this then, because if he TP's out, he could go for the Tornado play.
Yeah, he's going in. He's already going in.
Ghost Walk. Chase him through. They know where Boxy is, but he's a little bit too far away with the blink as well. There's no way to catch up.
Yeah, this Invoker has done so much already. He's creating so much space for his team. Like, yeah, it's not your classic Invoker that's gonna be super flashy, like doing a lot of plays with his blink dagger and just casting one spell after the other. This is more of a EMP, cold snap, and Spirit Vessel, and that's pretty much it. Some people buy a Meteor Hammer on Quaswax right now, but not Brad. He decided to go for straight BKB, and it's kind of alright in this game, especially versus Naga and Lina and all these heroes. It's okay. so I can understand that. But overall, he's created so much space for his team. We talked about Monkey King just a minute or two ago, about him having Battle Fury and 1700 gold. Well, now he has Battle Fury, he has Echo Saber, and 2000 gold in his bank, so he's moving slowly towards that BKB. So I don't think the longer this game goes, I think it's much easier for Wind and Rain. And the late game should be easier for them, that is. So
it's also like the high ground defense for the side of War. Like Wind and Rain, it gets stronger as the game goes on, right? Invoker's always good for that. But the Monkey King, once he gets pretty powerful, you try and push him too hard, the Wukong comes down, you're in trouble. Speaking of in trouble, Millen, he won't be able to find the kill on this target. The Shackle Shot from Insania will protect. But they can push for this tier 1 now.
Yeah, will they continue something? Braille is...
He's on the hunt. He's constantly on the hunt.
He's constantly on the hunt, and it's how he should play this hero right now. It's how Invoker is played as Quasam Vex, and he's doing so
hookshot.
So well. Hookshot?
They just found Boxy. Can X just get the split off? No, he won't be able to. The arrow's going to connect, and he's going to fall. The shapeshifting moves like Koifa trying to chase on the Millen. He activates the Crimson Guard. The BKB coming up for Rev, going to force him away. The Wukong's command. They clip on the Koifa. Can they kill him quick enough? Maybe they can. The Cold Snap doing a lot of damage to the Lagoon. In return, they'll find Millen. They're chasing through, though. Koifa, he's getting low here. It's going to be close. Can he get away? The Force Stuff trying to move him away, but no, he doesn't survive. The final hit from Brawl is enough.
This is looking so very grim for Alliance. It's not even late game is necessary. The late game that we talked about. Already they're doing so much more than Alliance. And this Wolf, every time he uses Shapeshift, he's just forced to just run away, and it's not really what you want to be doing as Lycan, especially not right now. Usually you consider Lycan to be the strongest once he gets that Necro Tree, but they haven't accomplished anything since they got that. Like, they haven't even taken a single tier 1 with that Necro Tree. Yeah, they're in a rough spot, definitely. It's more or less on Mickey right now. How much can he do with this Lina? Because yeah, Lycan is not doing a whole lot.
It's kind of like the thing with Mickey as well. Like, Alina's typically, they can do a decent amount, but you reach that kind of peak point where, unless you've gone for a heavy right-click build, you start to fall off. I mean, obviously you want to get there, but look at his items. He's going for the Shivas. He's not feeling like he's tanky enough, and that's understandable because Farev does so much damage in these fights, as we saw.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy for him. Like, you can go for that DPS build that they need. They truly need more damage. But at the same time, if you just die instantly, you're not gonna deal any damage. Insania, he's a position 5, and he bought himself a Javelin. That's how desperate they are for damage.
Speaking of Insania, he just put down those wards. He spotted out their Moonlight Shadow. Oh no, they missed the Son of Forever. They forced the BK. The split comes out. The hookshot's going to land on the Tiger. Can he get the song off? He needs to move away quick. Meanwhile, the shapeshifter on the back foot. Just so Koifa going to run away. Mickey getting low as well. Forever, he hits too hard. One more hit would do it, but they can't find it. They have to turn around, do all these creeps. And Brewmaster's getting in. Box, he controls that Monkey King. Looking on the Forever. He has no more leaps available for 13 seconds. They have to back away, though. They're just too tanky on the side of Wind and Rain.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Alliance there. They saw them, they had a ward, but that Light Striker Ray just did not connect on Mirana, and she popped the BKB, just turned the fight. They didn't lose a lot when it comes to manpower, but they spent a lot of their long cooldowns, and I believe Wind and Rain can just decide to do whatever they want right now. If they want Rosh, they can just go into Rosh. In all honesty, there's nothing stopping them. There's no Shapeshift, there's no Primal Split, so...
It's understandable they go in.
Yeah.
Like, Forev
went already.
That was the one risk there, is if Forev dies and then some of the fight flips. But with Nagus, the palms of their hands, that won't be too much of a concern anymore. And it looks like Forev's going straight for the Satanic next. We've seen this item start to just appear again. For a while, it felt like Satanics were missing from heroes, right? There was much more focus on regen, and heroes just give that regen as well as Spirit Vessel.
I mean, I can see that point. I can see why he's going for it. He can tank up a bit so that he does not die. First of all, like, he tanks up so he doesn't die in a single combo. Let's say that Light Strike Array hit. He doesn't want that to happen. If he gets shackled or Light Strike Array, he wants to survive through that.
Oh, Mickey! Millen, he just hit the hook shot. The tornado come through as well. The Cog's waiting. The arrow perfectly timed. Mickey! He's got the song. It won't save him. And now Tiger, he's feeling a little bit in no man's land. The BKB from Brahm, he's going to chase on the box. He's going to get him low, but not low enough. The Spirit Vessel will not tick him out. But now, Tiger needs to get the hell out of dodge. He needs to move fast because Ritsu sees him jump straight in. Will he be a sacrificial? Nice shackle shot from Insania. It should allow the rest of them to retreat, but it might be close. The cold snap, Tiger, he won't be so lucky. He'll try and use the mirror's image, but he won't even be able to get it off. In all this time, though, Koifa just pushing on the bot lane. He wants to force the side of Wind and Rain back. And he's going to do exactly that. Shape shift.
He has to run, though. He's
oh, no.
Track, but he might...
It's a little bit ballsy. He'll get Kid Track. Can he get out, though? He's been hit by a Maledict as well. They'll spot him in the corner. They hit the arrow as well. The Sunstriker Ray Koifa, he's gone.
He was trying to get out, but there's only one way in.
But bro, they forced the BKB out. Fine. He gets away.
Yeah, but at the same time, they use the Primal Split, so I guess it's kind of alright. It's not great, but I think they take it.
But look at Millen. He wants to go for more.
Yeah, he's still hunting. But did they spot him out? They did.
They should have. They got a ward there. It'll spot Boxy. Nicely done from Brew. Just making sure that the creep camp is between them. Looks like they're going to have to back away.
He's just going to find some bounty runes. That Wolf, though, getting stuck bottom. Like, he had to use that Quarter Blade to get out. Because where he was, there's only one way in. Like, the same way you go in, you have to get out. And that was blocked by Mirana. So he got the Witch Doctor and the tier 2, but I think he has the right idea. There's no way in hell that they can teamfight any longer. They have to do this. They have to use the rat. Use the rat inside of them.
They have to pull on a line special, basically. And Millen, hook shot, no Boxy dodges it out. Now jumping forward, though. Mickey's hanging around a little bit here. They'll stun him up. They don't hit the arrow. The Sunstrike 12 falls out the BKB on Mickey. He's getting low still. Has to use the Yules defensively. Forever will back up. He'll stay alive, but that was much closer than Mickey had intended.
He's so behind.
Tiger?
Alright, he's fine.
He's fine. He'll get out. He's got the song. Tornado will hit, though. I'm not going to lie. If they'd taken the... imagine they took the Tornado lift time. Forever would have so followed up with an arrow. But I've seen this from Brawl, especially. He doesn't level the talent. He just focuses on maxing out the Quas Wex and Exhort.
Interesting. At least he's not selling guys. Anyway, yeah, very interesting. It's a nice build that I can get behind.
Shapeshift been used by Lycan. BKB coming out for Rev. He's moving in, looking all insane. The song's going to come out, but for Rev, he hits so hard. Mickey's going to turn around, trying to hit him in turn. But you're on the high ground. You're protected. The Light Striker Ray is not going to matter for Rev. Gets hit by the Laguna. Has he got any leaps? No, he has 4 seconds till they're available. You get invis in time. The dust reveal. They even pop additional dust to make sure he falls. And Koifa coming across. James shifted up. Wants to fight. The split coming out. They need to buy time. They're going to stun up the Brawl. Look to kill him off here. They will be able to get him. And Monkey King, he's just been held on the entire time. He's going to look to leap away. He'll make it out. Will Millen be so lucky? When Light Shadow's about to run out, Tiger, he's got the Ensnare coming off cooldown. He needs to get vision here, though. Millen is hit. He's going pretty deep. Needs to be careful. The Maledict, the cast, the Death Ward as well. Tiger. Panic. Hit by the Balance Strike as well. He should tick out from this. I'm not sure he's going to live. It's going to be a close call.
Regen?
Regen. Stay alive. It's enough. He's good.
Oh, that Regen, man. Talking about runes and luck. Wow. Overall, very well played by Alliance there. Like, they're behind and they still took a favorable fight. I'm amazed. The way that they fought. Overall, they did not clump in one spot. They did not allow Invoker to just completely destroy them with his spells. Instead, what they did is they sent Lycan to come completely from behind. He killed off the Witch Doctor first. Then he joined his team and just destroyed them one by one. That Lina... so far away from the fight, but still doing so much, and then coming in just when just when it was necessary to finish off Mirana too. Very well played by Alliance. I really enjoyed watching that team fight.
I mean, I was a bit worried at first because Koifa, that was a pretty far away shapeshift. And I was like, okay, this might be worrying because if Wind and Rain successfully push against you, you're going to arrive too late to the fight. But like you said, taking out that Witch Doctor, that was the key to open up the fight. No Death Ward, no Maledict. Pays off.
Overall, it might not look like the most important target, but it's the target that's the easiest for the Lycan right now. And
there he goes again, shape-shifted up, chasing through. Oh, hook shot, trying to get away. But Millen, it should be fine. He'll be kept alive by the Moonlight Shadow, and instead, Ritsu thinking about going the mid lane, but the Aegis is reclaimed, and Boxy backs off. And I think the important thing for here for Alliance is not just that fight they took around their shrine that paid off, it's the amount of time they bought so that this Aegis didn't even matter.
Exactly, they bought themselves so much time, but yeah, they bought time for this Monkey King to farm up even harder. Like he has Kadi, he has Battle Fury. Sania.
This is painful. He's just gone. It's Brawl. It's him again. Everywhere across this map, this man is a god on this Invoker.
He's just running across the map and finding kills one after another. Like, so far, he's succeeded at what he's supposed to do, and he's been doing very well.
They might go for Mickey. Millen sees him. Mickey wants to fight him, though. The tornado, the EMP, dodges that out. They want to go for the hook shot, still's the question. Millen is he just wants to fight so much. Oh, hook shot in. Catches on top of the Cold Snap. Forced out the BKB from Boxy already. But he's trapped in here inside. The Cogs needs to escape. Bra forced to use the BKB as well. Ritsu coming in from the back. Looking on to Tiger. They will hit him up with the stun as well. The split comes out. Looks like Kidrak is just going to disappear. The Wukongs goes down, but no one's inside it. Ritsu in a little bit of trouble. He can't find any kills here. He's trying to chase on the Tiger. Will he get it in time? Is the question of the song. Find some type of equipment to move across. They need to get on top of Bra, but no. They'll snare up and stun up Ritsu. Can they do enough damage? The Laguna through. He's almost dead. They'll shred through him despite the Crimson Guard, and Clockwork just dancing in the air, not able to help his cause. He should be next to 4. The 4 stuff, it doesn't make it to the high ground. Light Strike Array, he's gone. They can push on the mid now.
They got baited so hard here. Usually what happens at the start of these fights is they hook shot onto Panda, Brewmaster, if they have an opportunity, and because of the battery assault he can't use split. And that's what they try to do this time too, but they had Naga sitting right next to that Brewmaster. So he didn't get hit by those battery assault hits, and also he has a BKB now, so you can't really count on that.
Oh, Mickey! Yules trying to buy some time here, but he's not got any assistance in place. He's still going to fall, but Forev, pretty deep, won't matter. They've got the Tornado control on the box. He doesn't have the BKB. Yeah, he's got it. BKB out. Going to look to retreat, though. No split available. And he'll make his escape, but another BKB charge used, and they still lose Mickey, which is the key component.
Blink? Oh, right.
Blinks away.
Should be fine. Invoker might continue chasing him, though.
He's so damn fast. Why wouldn't he? 448, 505 with the phase boots. He's hunting.
Yeah,
Boxy gets a clap out, pulls the BKB out. Another cold snap on Insani again. He can't stand a fight. He just needs to try and cut this out to stay alive, but it won't be enough. The Tornado through to finish off with Koifa. He's BKB'd up. The Shapeshift's going to chase on the brow, but nope. The Invis comes out, still chasing. Needs one more hit. The hook shot. Millen just trying to get in to protect his core, and Koifa already paranoid and run away, but Boxy, one more hit will do it. He's got the blink. Can he get it in time? It's going to be close. He blinks just in time. They almost had him. They covered every angle, but the ping's coming out. They know he's around here still. Death Ward.
That ward.
Boxy. It's okay. They got urns for him. Tiger's going to make sure he makes it out in one piece.
Yeah, I love the way Taiga went around. I'm not certain. I'm not completely certain if they understood that the hook shot was out because Milan used it to get closer to the fight. But overall, Taiga just went behind his brew so that there's no chance of that hook shot connecting. Very well played by Alliance overall, losing only Windrunner in that process because overall, I think, yeah, they've had some successful team fights so far, but they should not be fighting without Athena. She's not really replaceable.
Oh my god, this Roche. It's gone so quick, they can't do anything. They'll pick up the Aegis, they'll pick up the cheese. Ritsu is about ready to go high ground at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, the hook shot.
Hook? Missed.
Tiger beautifully dodged at the last moment there.
Box the mid though, he can't dodge this.
He's in a little bit of trouble here. Tornado holding in place, the Maledict as well. He's going to use the BKB, the split. Perfectly timed with the shackle shot. Ritsu and Forever held in place. The Crimson Guard to try and buy time. The Light Strike Array out. The Laguna through. Forever's gone. And Ritsu, he's alone here because Invoker's just juggled in the air by the Cyclones. The Yules as well. They've got everything they need. The Light Strike Array falls down the BKB. Mickey with the BKB as well. Quafer, he jumps straight in. They shred through Bra. Ritsu with the BKB and the Wukong's down. He's going to force Tiger out and kill him off. The song doesn't help much. And now Boxy on the back foot in a lot of trouble. But Quafer just still melting through everyone. Ritsu, he's all alone here. Forev trying to get across to try and help. But the Light Strike Array and the Shackle, Quafer will clean him up and will give his life in return. Forev trying to get the kill to Mickey. Nice Yules. Insane standing and fighting. Does use the wind run, but it won't stop the kill. Forev, he claims the victory for his team in the end, but it did afford him a buyback to do so.
I think this is alright for Alliance. Completely fine. They fought against the Aegis and won.
Look at the gold swing as well.
Yeah,
it's huge.
And the worst part is they got initiated on that Panda. They went. They threw everything on him, but he managed to use BKB and split, and he kept that poor Brian Invoker in the air the complete fight, the whole fight. He just kept. That's one of the worst feelings ever, I swear. Like when you're playing and you can't do anything because you're just cycling the whole time. It's just.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, it's named appropriately, Insania. That shackle shot at the start opened the entire sequence of events up. It's just this man has been pretty on point. His shackle shots have been good. Yeah, he dies. Who cares though? He's setting up so many kills in return.
Insane shackle shots indeed. Yeah, very well played by Windrunner. And he has his Maelstrom right now. I mean, I don't really like it too much. They have the utility from the Naga Siren. She did buy the Force and Urn of Shadows, and that's great. But overall, if I'm honest, wouldn't like a Glimmer or Force on Windranger help them more in this game too? I mean, overall, he's doing so fine that I can't really blame him. He's going for that DPS mode, man. He wants to be hitting people too.
I get where you come from though. Like if you had a Blink, for example, here in the bot lane, Forev potentially dead there.
Yeah, and they were missing a lot of damage in the
smoke
mid game.
Millen trying to move across. They ping on a Tiger. Actually, guess
they
wrong. They thought it was one of the illusions. No.
He was just close enough to break that smoke, and because of that, they thought that he was one of those illusions, and they went for it. Very well played by Taiga.
I mean, let's be honest. Which one's more embarrassing? Going after the illusion? Like, being that scenario where he's the illusion. Oh, Nicky a little bit of trouble. Forces the BKB, trying to move away. The full stuff should get him away. Ritsu doesn't want to commit his own BKB yet. But they're feeling a little bit more confident without cooldown.
That Shiva's guard, we discussed about it. We were questioning it, but it's definitely come in handy quite a few times already. It's been so good for them. And like, there's another aspect of it. If the monkey uses a tree dance, you can kind of find him with the Shiva's guard. So it's a really nice pickup.
Sure, there's definitely some good uses this game. And seeing as the Monkey King is such a big threat. I mean, last fight, they kind of ignored him for part of it. But it's not just the Invoker, right? Like, the Invoker handles them. But they still need the Mirana and the Monkey King, or they've got no damage here.
Invoker is the one that kind of controls them, but as you said, they need this Mirana in these fights. Like last two fights, she was kind of killed off very early on, so she couldn't even fight, and that's why Alliance kind of had a favorable outcome of these fights. What happens when this Mirana, let's say, uses cheese before she dies, then BKB, then Satanic? It's like she hits for 300 damage. This little kitty purrs, man, like she's gonna destroy them if they let her. So yeah, they really have to think this through, how they approach these fights.
Forces the shapeshift here, but stunned up. He can't move away in time. No, Ritsu did use his BKB, but that just opened up the base. The hook shot won't land, and like you said, no buyback. This is huge. They should realize it very quickly as well.
They most likely think he has buyback because he did not finish that AC. Usually, if you see someone without a new item, you kind of expect them to have it. You kind of expect them to have the buyback. So that's why they're reluctant to go.
Especially with how aggressive they're playing. It's kind of a mind game into its own. It's like there's no way they're going this deep and don't have buyback on that Lycan. So Wind and Rain, maybe they just hold up, try and keep the lanes pushed in, look for more mistakes.
They just don't want to be punished for doing anything too aggressive. Maybe they're just gonna wait for that rush to respawn. There's quite some time until he respawns, but still.
Well, they've got control of the map. That's the point. Like, why potentially forfeit that?
Exactly. They're farming.
Oh, Millen nicely placed cogs. Will stop him jumping in. Ritsu's already here and waiting. The arrow will not connect on anyone, but Ritsu moving across, looking more. Hook shot in. They catch Foxy. Can they control him long enough? The BKB. The split coming out. They got the song as well. They're holding on to 3 here, but do they want to fight? It looks like he just wants to run.
Yeah, he's running away with the Earth Spirit, so he's gonna leave his other 2 brothers behind, but overall they did
Bryle? Okay, good game. It's just a good game. It's not well played.
Just a good game?
Yeah, like, he accidentally... No, because I think this was it. There's a good game which you can just use for your team. There's a good game well played where it's a call out. It's okay. He's baiting us casters more than anything else. Looks like they're
I got baited harder than anyone else.
The shackle shot! They catch Ritsu, the light strike ray as well. Now the BKB used by Mickey, but we held up with this game. Looking to move in, needs to move away quickly. He'll try and get out, but it won't work. Dead. He's gone. It's huge, and now that's opened up the high ground. That hook shot through from Milan was perfect. And I mean that.
They reacted so well, man. They reacted so well. The saddest part is Monkey King. It wasn't a good play. He got caught. The tree got destroyed under his feet, but
they want to force this.
They can take the side if Lina does not buy back, definitely.
Koifa doesn't want to go yet. He's got the shapeshift on cooldown for 40 seconds. This would be costly, Millen.
They don't have Primal Split, that's the problem.
Millen's so damn tanky, though. Oh, forced up across for the shackle shot. EMP should zone them out. They can't go in, and this actually might be a second lane for Revs moving across right now. You said this kitty purrs. Well, he has claws too, and he wants to use them. The song comes out. There's the buyback. Mickey getting ready. Tiger moving across right now. They're setting up. They got split in 10 seconds. Light strike around it too. No, the BKB comes out this time, and Prowl jumps in. forcing away Mickey, and on the other side of the fight, Insane being ran down from Rev. He doesn't even care about the focus fire. The chop. They'll just clean them up.
Strike.
The buybacks out from the Naga and the Wind Ranger, but now Mickey in trouble as well. If he falls, this could all be over. And nice shackle shot, but it won't matter. The Tornado finishing him off, and GG gets called. Alliance, they tap out. Wind Rain. It was looking a little bit shaky at a few points. Alliance had some breaths of life, but in the end, they take game 1.
Overall, a very close game, to be honest. I didn't expect it to be this close considering the drafts and how badly it went at one point for Alliance. Like, they didn't really manage. I think what they did wrong, well, not wrong, but maybe if they used that Lycan to just split push and get those objectives a bit more than he did, maybe that would have helped them a bit more. But overall, it was so close. And in the end, that unfortunate fight in which, yeah, they got the Monkey King down from the tree and he was stunned. But what are you going to do about it? It's not like you can go and finish off that monkey before everyone else comes in and helps him. So they kind of got baited by the monkey's mistake. Or
I was still shocked by that,
right?
though. I was still shocked by that. Like, the interaction with Shack Shot was insane.
That was really well played by Insania. But overall, yeah, it just didn't pay off for them. We have game 2 now, so.
Well, guys, like I said, game 2. It's the best of 3. It's not over just on that one, and I'm glad it's not, because amazing opener for here. Let's see if Alliance can strike back, or if Wind and Rain will just, well, basically, just pour down heaps of sorrow on their dreams.